All right. So let's see if we can beat Klaw here. Oh, that starts there, and he has to start as, yeah, Stephen Strange. All right, so that could take out the minion if I played it, which is pretty good. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, 5 threat if you only paid using those resources. So this could pay for either one of those, which is kind of handy. Deal damage equal to your attack to him. Okay. So this is pretty good. Put a weapons runner engaged with you. So we have this weapons runner here. And I have to be in Hulk form to do some of these things. I think I'm going to transform into Hulk. And I'm going to pay these 3 resources. And I'm going to do a suborbital leap. And that's going to cost me 3 resources. And that'll get rid of 3 threat from any scheme, which I will do and get rid of that. So now we can actually do that one. I only used, I could have done 5, but there's no more threat to get rid of, but that gets rid of that. And now I have these cards to play with. I think I'm going to, what does this do? Play under any player's control, and that generates one of those resources. That's pretty good for late in the game. I'd like to use this, but I think, see, he's going to attack us. See, both of those guys will attack me. Right now, they would just thwart with you. But he's got the thwart. I think I'm going to have to, I'd like to use this, but I think it'll be better to do an attack. So I am going to, well, maybe I can do this. Oh, that costs 2. So I'd have to pay both of these to do that. That's not going to work. I am going to pay that for 1 resource and use this. And I'm going to deal damage equal to my attack, which is 3 to this guy. He's only got 2, so that's going to take care of him. He's going to die. And then I will attack Klaw. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card. So a Klaw is going to take 3 damage. So he's going to go down to 21. And that is it for me. It is your turn.
Every time one of these don't I have to do one of these? Or do I have to exhaust them? Well, I'm gonna.
You have to be using. You have to play a card or use his ability to play those cards.
Okay, I'm gonna flip him and then use his ability to play this card.
Okay, let's make sure there's not a cost. So you have to pay 2.
Okay.
Because you pay the cost for the card.
Action. Exhaust the nightmares and remove 1 medical counter from her. Heal 1 damage from a hero and discard status card. Is this very good?
Immobile after your hero defends, discard Indomitable, ready your hero. Yeah, it's good because if you have that in play, it's called a condition. So you put it into play. It's like an upgrade card. So it just sits there, and then when you use it, you discard it.
Okay. How good is what about this?
That one's pretty good. That one's a good one to get out early because it'll help you the whole game. And it'll make all your cards. It'll give you 1 resource every turn, so 1 card will be a little cheaper.
What are my 2 baddest cards?
None of them are bad, but remove 1 medical counter. This is the least useful currently. So that one, and probably this one. That's probably not a bad one to use for what you're trying to do.
So I'm just gonna discard those.
Yeah.
And then, so I can stun an enemy.
So this is the only enemy.
Yeah.
So you would stun him.
deal 7 damage to him.
And he will take 7 damage, so he will go down to 16.
So now I stick this on the bottom?
No. You stick it off, turn it over, and stick it off to the side. So that's like a discard pile. Because then you shuffle them, and then that's your next card available.
Okay.
So, do you want to play any other cards?
Um,
Each turn you can play as many cards as you want. So
So the only one I probably can play is... Oh, these two I think are pretty good, right?
the only one you can't play is this one, because it costs 4. You could
Wait,
discard all 3 of these to play that, or you could discard maybe, I don't know.
I don't really want to.
I would either do these 2 to play this, or these 2 to play that.
Because Luke Cage is pretty good, right?
He is pretty good. He has 5 hit points, and he has toughness when he comes into play, which is pretty good.
I'm going to discard these 2 to play this. No, wait. No,
You can't.
These 2 to play this.
That you can. And it just comes into play. And, yeah, that's it.
So I just
You just discard them. You're using them for that. So as long as this is in play, and there's no reason for it to leave unless it gets destroyed by Klaw, then you can exhaust it to generate a star resource, which means it can count as any resource.
Oh.
Thought, lightning, or power, or aggression.
Does it matter which one
And so this is the last one in your hand. Some cards it does. Some cards it does. So you can't do anything. So at the end of our turn, what we do...
Wait, don't I undo this?
Yeah, at the end of our turn, you're going to undo that. I have to, because that's Hulk, discard my hand, and then I draw 4, up to 4. And then you don't have to do that, but you undo that, and then you draw up to 5. So that's not in your hand. So you're going to draw 4 more cards. Okay. And then I like to check them to make sure there's no interrupts, because sometimes if there's an interrupt...
So I have 4 cards. I need to go to 5?
Yeah, you should be up to 5 cards. Total.
Okay.
Alright, you ready for Klaw's turn?
No.
You tell me when you're ready. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, you're ready. Alright, so Klaw, I'm first player, so he's going to attack me first. But because he is stunned, all he does is lose the stunned thing.
Hey.
So he doesn't actually get an attack on me. He is going to attack you.
No. But I thought he loses that in his turn first. Isn't that what you said?
No, just when he attacks, his next attack, stunned, he basically loses his attack. All he does is get rid of his stunned. That's all he does. For, not his whole turn, just his next attack, because sometimes they can attack 2 or 3 times in a turn. So it's just the next attack. So now, oh, and one thing I forgot at the beginning of his turn, he always gets 1 toward his scheme. Now, I could defend you. I don't know if you have cards in your hand that might be good as a defense.
I have...
There are...
You gain the aerial trait? What's the aerial trait?
Well, only interrupts would be useful right now.
Oh, okay.
If it's not an interrupt, it's not going to help.
Nope. No interrupt.
You have no interrupt. So you could defend... You're weaker than I am. I'm debating if I should defend you, because we don't know how much. But he's not doing a ton of damage. Probably the most he'll do is 3. And we don't even know if he's going to do that.
I can only block 2.
You could block 2, but if you defend, then you can't use him next turn. So that's kind of a downside, too. I'm thinking... Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to defend, or do you want to just take the damage for now?
If I defend, I won't be able to use him.
Yeah, he'll be tapped next turn. He'll be exhausted.
This card isn't too good, so that's the only thing I use him for, probably, because I'll play a certain card on the turn, so...
Or thwart, or attack. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do. When you defend, it does leave you at a little bit of a disadvantage for the next turn.
I think I'll defend.
You're gonna defend? Okay.
That way you can do some damage when it's your turn.
Okay, so you want me to do damage? Okay. So you don't lose anything if you're defending.
Yeah, but I can only defend 2.
We don't know how much he's doing yet. I had to wait till we decided before I turned this over. So, he is doing 1 damage, so you take no damage.
Oh, great.
Alright. So now he draws a card for each of us. So he's going to draw this card for me. When revealed in hero form, Klaw attacks you. If it deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So he is going to attack me. Now I have to decide if I want to defend.
Do you know how much he's going to do?
I don't. I don't know how much he's going to do. Because when he attacks, he gets a boost card. So he's going to get a boost card. So I don't know how much he'll attack for. But if he does damage to me, he puts a threat on the scheme, which is not good. But it is only 1 threat, and we haven't thwarted yet. I think I'm just going to take the damage. Hulk's got a lot of things. So he did 2 damage to me.
That's not bad.
So I'll go to 16, and we put a threat on the main scheme. And then that's the card he draws for me. So for you, he drew this guy. So this guy, I'm just going to put him over here because he's engaged with you. So that's so you can keep track of who's engaged with who.
Very armored guard.
He's an armored guard. When this minion's engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. So you can't attack Klaw until he's dead.
Right.
And he enters play with toughness. So we'll have to do a little damage to get him, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
So okay, well.
And that's his turn. That's the end of his turn. So now you are first player, and you get to decide what you want to do first.
So I was gonna play Luke Cage because I can play that.
Yeah.
I was gonna use this too.
Okay, so that's 2 resources. Yep.
And then, or I was gonna, and then I could. I also was thinking maybe I could, get it. It also gives you, instead of doing Luke Cage, I could do this. You gain the aerial trait.
Yeah, basically you can fly.
How does flying help?
There are certain cards that sometimes the aerial trait helps, or you get an extra thing on that card if you have the aerial trait. What it really helps with more than that is that you can exhaust this to ready Doctor Strange. So like on a turn like you defended, you could exhaust that to ready him for your turn.
What would be better?
So
all my cards and getting Luke Cage, or
well, you don't have. This is 2.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you discard this and this, then you could play Luke Cage.
Which one's better, this or this?
That is tough. This guy can't scheme, but he can attack. Luke Cage has toughness. Shoot. I'd probably play Luke Cage. But I would keep that cloak. I wouldn't discard the cloak.
Yeah, I'm not going to discard
because I think the cloak is pretty helpful.
I'll discard these 2 and this also, so that's 4. And then wait, this.
So I usually put Luke Cage
I could have
next to.
tapped. Well,
Yeah, if you want to save one of those cards, you could use this for a resource
is this
instead.
very good? That's the only one that would be. Because I can't save this, I don't think.
Yeah, you could save that. I would actually save this one and discard that one.
Okay, take that.
And then, so yeah, you could use that for a resource. And then he has a tough status, so he's tough when he comes in. He's got 5 hit points. So here's an idea. Well, you can't attack, but what you could do is you could exhaust Luke Cage to attack him, and that gets rid of his tough thing. So that would be a good way to do that.
And then, is it the end of my turn?
I think that's all you can play. So yeah, that's probably the end.
Then
So don't do anything yet, because then I do my turn, and then we do that at the same time. So it's like I got to decide what I'm gonna do. Because I could take out that minion in 1 hit. That's all it would take is 1 hit. So this is an example of a card that if I use this for an aggression card, for a card that that's red, like this, then it would give me 2 of that resource. I don't have any red ones right now, but
I used that last time we played that
it's
card.
helpful card, yeah.
Well, I don't think I used it, I just had it. I'm going to use it.
I think I'm going to discard that to play this and put it under my control so that my alter ego gets +2 recover. So whenever I recover,
he already
I will get
recovers 4.
Yeah. So now he'll recover 6 whenever he does, which is kind of nice.
So you can just recover 6 damage.
If I turn him over to alter ego and use it, and then I'm going to discard this, and I am going to use it for crushing blow. Since this is a star, I can use it as any resource, so I'll use it as the aggression. And I can deal attack damage of 3 to this guy and get rid of him. So now you can attack him again. And then I think I'm going to, I can't thwart, I'm going to attack him for 3. So that puts him down to 13. And now we untap all of our things and draw up to whatever your hand size is. I'm not transforming my guy.
2 cards in the hand, so that would be 3, 4.
And did you want to leave him as Stephen Strange? It probably makes sense.
Yeah,
You don't have anything to recover yet, so there's no hurt in it. All right, so your first player, you're Stephen Strange. He will attack you. Do you want? You can defend. You could defend with Luke Cage.
Well, it would just take away his.
It would just take away his tough status.
Well, what if he only does like 1 damage?
Oh, I forgot. When he attacks, he's got consequential damage, so he takes 1 consequential damage. Wow. Every time you use the guys that are your assistants, they take, whenever they attack or thwart, they usually take a damage.
Why?
It's just what they do. This character enters play with a tough status card. Okay. So, the next time this character would take any amount of damage, discard the status. Oh. Did you defend with him?
No, not yet.
You attacked with him to get the tough off of the other one, so the tough would have come off of him. Yeah.
Why?
Because anytime he takes any damage, even if it's consequential damage, that tough status gets removed. But that's okay. It was still worth it to get rid of this guy. Because if you didn't get rid of that, I could not attack Klaw. We'd be stuck only hitting that guy, which would be a waste of hit points. So you could defend with him. You could defend with him. I could defend you with mine.
How much damage can
Oops. We're not supposed to know. We don't know how much damage it's going to do.
That's not fair. I'll defend with Luke Cage.
You're going to defend with Luke Cage? Alright, so yeah, we'll turn him, and
3.
I don't think we have to turn him to... We only turn them to defend. Hopefully I'm not doing that wrong. So 3 damage. So he will take 3. So he's got 1 left he can take.
So we can either attack for 2, or I could attack for 2.
Or get thwart for 1. Oh, and we also forgot to add another deal there at the beginning of the turn. Okay, so now he's going to attack me. I'm going to go ahead and take the damage, and I will take 3 damage. Dang, it did a lot of damage. Whoops, I don't have to put it on like that.
It knows you're more powerful.
Alright, and now he's going to draw a card for you.
He didn't... He attacked him.
Well, so he attacks us, or he schemes, depending if we're an alter ego, he schemes. If we're in hero form, he attacks. But then he draws a card for each of us. So this one you attach to him, and he gains Retaliate 1. So every time he's attacked, he deals 1 damage to the attacking character. Now we can spend these, if we spend these 3 resources, we can discard, we can take that, it's like a weapon he has. So, what is it called? Attachment? Solid sound body, so it's like a special attachment he has.
So how do we get rid of it?
Well, we'd have to have these resources in our hand, and if at some point in our turn we discard those 3 resources, we can make him lose that. So...
What does it do?
Every time we attack him, he'll do 1 damage to us. Okay, now you're going to draw a card for me. And this guy comes into play engaged with me, and it gains Surge. So we draw another encounter card, and he's going to scheme. So he's going to scheme for 2 when he schemes. So he gets 2 more on his scheme. So he's got 5 now. All right. My turn. Let's see. Woo! You'll see how tough this is as it goes on. It's going to get dangerously close. Remember I said when I won, he almost killed me twice?
Yeah, like you said, if we lose it, the video will probably be better.
I'm tending to think we probably will lose, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. He gets +2 recovery. That's pretty good. Exhaust Brandner's laboratory. And that's pretty good too. And I might need that to get rid of that later. I'm gonna pay this, and oh, I can only do it if I did it with that. Shoot. Pay this card using oh, it gives overkill. Okay, I can still use that. Okay, so I'm gonna pay that with that, and I'm gonna put Banner's laboratory in play, so he gets +2 recovery. So now I'm at +8 recovery, which is not bad. It means Hulk can take a decent amount of damage and then come back pretty quick. And then I like this one. Oh, that costs 2. Hero response. After you take damage from an enemy attack, discard counterattack and deal an equal amount of damage to that enemy. Ooh. Well, that might be good. I'm going to get this upgrade because I only have 1 resource left. So I'm going to get this upgrade, which will help me. This guy takes 2 to kill. I'm going to do 2 damage to him and knock him out, so we don't have to worry about him. So I think that's all I can do for Hulk. Your go.
Okay. I was going to get the Cloak of Levitation. But now that he got a lot of scheme, I feel like I should... Oh, wait. I'm going to thwart and make him take one of his scheme, and he's going to die.
Okay. Yep. He'll go to your... he goes to your discard pile.
Then I'm going to thwart with Doctor Strange.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play this and get the Cloak of Levitation.
Okay.
And then just that goes out there. I don't think there's really much I can do now.
Well, you didn't use this turn, did you?
No.
Okay, so that should be untapped.
Okay. I have to have the Mystic trait to play this.
So what?
I have to have the Mystic trait.
He's Mystic. You have it. So you could play that. What does that do?
I get a
it's an
plus
upgrade.
hey, plus 1 hand
You
size.
have the Mystic trait. You get +1 hand size while in here. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I could use this and discard this because this one allows me to heal too, so I do not want to discard that.
Okay.
And
so if you discard that and that, then you can put that upgrade in play, and that increases your hand size by 1, which is pretty good as long as you're in hero form. You could exhaust this to ready him,
yeah, I'm gonna
and then do something with him. Like
and
you could thwart again, or you could attack.
I'm going to thwart again.
Thwart again. Okay, so it gets rid of that too. That's pretty good. That knocked out everything off his scheme.
That was pretty good.
I'll take it. All right. So then we untap all of our stuff and draw up to our hand size. And he's in that form. He'll attack you if you're Stephen Strange. If you wanted to, you could transform into... well, hold on a second.
Can I?
Because if you're... Is he still a Mystic? He's still a Mystic this way. So, yeah, you'd get +1 hand size either way. Because if you go here, your hand size... He'll scheme, which he doesn't have any scheme, so now's a good time to have him scheming. And then you get... Your hand size will have 6 + 1 is 7.
Oh, okay, I'm doing that.
So that's a
now
good
I get to draw. I have
option.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't even hold it.
All right. So now he is going to attack me. What do we want to do? Do I want to protect? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to take the damage. Well, after you take damage from an enemy attack, discard counterattack, and deal an equal amount of damage to it. That's pretty good. I'm going to see how much he attacks me for. He's attacking me for 1. I am not going to counterattack because that would only be 1. So I'll just take 1. and go to 2. Oh, we're supposed to be drawing an extra boost. So that would have been a second boost card. It wouldn't have done anything. Still would have been 1 damage. So, yeah, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now he is going to scheme versus you, and he is deal 1 damage to each character you control. So, Doctor Strange will take 1 damage. And then he's going to draw. Oh, yeah, he doesn't draw a boost 1 for scheme. Okay. So that's his turn. Oh, no. He draws a card for me first. Okay. Attached to the villain, forced response. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Oh, this is annoying. Hero action. Exhaust your hero and spend 2 resources to discard your card. Man, he's getting some good armor there. He's got vibranium armor now. He's going to draw 1 for you. So that guy's engaged with you, gets a tough status. And while he is engaged with you, you can't attack Klaw. So you're going to be first player, and your go.
All right. So, okay, there's a lot of stuff to do. Here, interrupt. I have an interrupt.
Nice.
Treachery is revealed from the encounter deck. Cancel all of its effects and discard it.
The protective ward?
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes there's a treachery card that's revealed, like which one? We drew one earlier. So this is a treachery card, the villain schemes. So that would have made him discard that, and it would not have affected us. I forgot on his turn to give him 1, so.
Well, I'll use this just to discard. That it doubles the number of resources, and it's a star, so I can.
If it's used to play a protection card, so you got to be playing a green card for it to double.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what to play. 2 of those. The only cards I can play and will be useful is either recover. Well, no, that will not be able. I could alter ego, search deck, and discard pile for a Doctor Strange card and add it to your hand. Shuffle the deck.
So if you're Stephen Strange, then you can search deck and discard for any Stephen Strange card. That's these cards that say Doctor Strange on the bottom, and you can put it in your hand.
But I'll have to I'll discard this one, so I only have 5.
Does that require you to discard to do it? No, it's a permanent upgrade.
Oh.
You still have to pay 1 to put it into your section,
I'm not sure
but
if I want to do it.
but you could use this resource too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about it. So then I just look in this deck for 1.
Well, you have to exhaust this first to use it, and then you can look in this desk or discard for any Stephen Strange card to put in your hand. Yep.
Oh.
So they'll all look like this. So if it's not a card that looks kind of like that, then you will know it's not a Stephen Strange card.
Okay, so like.
That's 1. Yeah. That's 1.
This one. It looks like it'll be gray.
Yeah, it's kind of grayish.
Cool.
That's not 1. That's a basic card.
Oh. Hero action.
That's a pretty good one.
What does it do?
So you pay the printed cost of the top card of the invocation deck, resolve its special ability, and then place it back on top. So it's only a one-time use, but it's like if you get one of these cards up here that you really like, that's a really good one on top, then that allows you to, instead of discarding it, you play it and then you put it right back on top. So it would be the next
that would
card.
have been good for the first card when it just.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. Another option is we need to get rid of this thing and this thing. So if you can get rid of either one of those armors for him, that would be helpful. And you would need those resources to do it, either 2 power or a lightning, a thought, and a power. It's going to be tough to do that, so you could get a card that just allows you to do that too.
Can I help looking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let's look in your hand, because I think getting rid of his armor is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I'll try.
And you have, well, you got this.
I don't know how to discard that. Allows me to heal too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Treachery is revealed from the counter. That one. So this would be a good one to discard. You need a lightning. As good as this is, getting rid of his armor would be better. So then if I look through the hand for a card, I might look for one that had, and maybe all of his, oh, like this one has the lightning icon. So we could destroy, if you put that in your hand, then you could discard those and turn him into Doctor Strange and exhaust him, and then you would get to get rid of a piece of armor.
Okay.
Which would be pretty handy.
I'll get rid of that one since I have all this stuff.
This one is the one, yeah.
Whoa, what's all those cards under?
That one's the hardest piece to get rid of, so
yeah.
That's a really good one to get rid of, and now he won't do damage to us every time we attack him. So that's a good move.
And then I have all these cards.
And yeah, I don't know, man.
I think that's Luke Cage.
Oh, you had to have turned him into Strange and exhausted him, but you could now use your. Well, let's see what else you got. You might end up using your
cards
cloak.
won't be able to do anything, I don't think. It's heal, and then this is just for the only thing I would be able to use this for is this, and I don't want to use that.
What does that do?
It allows
deal
me
2
to
damage
heal
from your hero and deal 2 damage to an enemy.
Yeah.
So if you turn him like that and then attack this guy, he's only 1 attack, but it gets rid of that tough status at least. And you can't attack him until you got that. You do have these 2 power cards. I know you want to keep them, but oh, you have to exhaust your hero to do that one. I was going to say you could use those to exhaust the hero. But your hero he's exhausted if you get rid of the tough, and that might be better. Because then I might be able to take out that armored guard, possibly. Whew, that's tough. All right, so you're going to stick with those cards in your hand? You're going to keep those for now?
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing I can do. So.
You can always discard any cards you don't want so that you draw something different, but if you like those, then...
Oh, wait, are we going to untap it and stuff?
Not yet. I gotta go. I'm still deciding what to do here. I'm thinking about turning my guy over to let him scheme, but... and spend 2 resources. Plus 4 hit points and retaliate 1. That's an upgrade. That's a dang good upgrade. Oh, that's an awfully good one.
Can I see
Only means overkill. It's a Hulk smash. So if I use these resources, and they're all aggression resources, to pay for those 3, he gets to add plus 10 to his attack, and he gets overkill, which means if I hit this guy, anything extra damage goes over to him.
10 to your attack? That would be 13 every time you attack.
Well, it's only a one-time. It's a one-off. But it's probably worth it. I was thinking about getting rid of the armor, but I think this is an awfully good hit and kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going to discard those 3 to pay for this. I'm going to do a basic attack, so it's 3 plus 10. So the first 3 damage is going to be to kill that guy. And then 10 damage to him puts him down to 3. And whenever he gets damaged, he gets...
no, but Dad, what about the 3?
Tough status.
Did you just attack him?
It's a basic attack.
So you should...
I have to do a basic attack in order to get to use this.
I know, so you get 10, but then it's also 3.
I did. The first 3, I did to him, and then I did 10 to him.
Wait,
So,
but then he should have taken 12 because there would be 2 extra because that guy.
he had 3.
Oh.
And then the other 10 would carry over to that guy. But that's still pretty good. Now he's got a tough status. We gotta knock that off eventually. But that's not too bad. I'm debating, should I turn into... You know, he doesn't have a lot of thwart. I have to leave it up to you to thwart.
Yeah, I'll try to thwart.
He's gonna attack you.
He doesn't have much scheme. That's why I'm not too worried about it.
I can still take a decent amount of damage. So I think I'm gonna leave my guy as Hulk. Still. Because I can recover 8, I want to be able to... When I do recover, I want to be able to recover a lot. So, okay, now you can untap everything. And draw up to your hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4. And...
5.
Well, you drive up to 6.
7.
Nope, 6. See, you're in Stephen Strange form, so your hand size is 5. It changes depending on what form you're in.
Oh, yeah, so now it's...
So you should be at 6, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So, on your turn, he is going to attack you. What do you think you're going to want to defend or just take it?
I have an idea of what I could do.
Let me see if I have an interrupt myself.
Oh, I have an interrupt, I think.
I just got that. Next one. Okay. Okay. What,
Oh, I guess I used it or something.
do you have any interrupts?
No, I guess I used it or something. I did.
Do you want to take the damage, or do you want to defend?
It's both cards I'll be taking.
It's going to be whatever the value is at the bottom. It could be anywhere from 0 to 6 would be the highest. 6 would be really tough. But one thing you have to remember is, like, if you took 6 damage at the end of your turn or during your turn, you could turn him into your counter ego, and then he can't do damage to you.
Or I can play with this card. I take 2 damage. I heal.
You can't do that.
Why?
Oh, on your turn you could. On your turn. You can't do it during his. It's not an interrupt.
Interrupt is sort of like a nope and
Yeah.
Except for that, it just doesn't do something.
You can do it, like, when you're doing it, but in this case you can't.
I guess I'll... Well, is there anything I can't... Well, so I'll just take the damage. I'm not going to defend.
Alright, so it's going to be... let's see. 2 damage. This activation deals damage to you. Exhaust your hero. So that one does... That's a treachery, and it doesn't end up doing anything. I think. Boost. If this activation... But it's not activating. Either spend or exhaust each character you control. Oh, so if it does do damage to you, then you exhaust your hero. So you have to exhaust him, and you take 2 damage.
Not bad. Why do I have to exhaust him?
Because of the boost card said if he takes damage, then you would exhaust him. So I think that's the way you play that.
So I have only 7.
Okay, so it's my... He's going to do damage to me. I'm going to take it. And he's going to do 3 damage. And then I think I'm going to take the 3 and go to 9. And then I'm going to go ahead and discard this. And I'm going to have 3 damage go to him. Boom. Puts him at 0. Oh, actually, nope, sorry. I forgot he had tough. So that 3 damage will knock off his tough status is all it'll do. But that's still worth it.
Okay.
Now he's going to draw a card for you. When revealed, place 4 threat on each side scheme, but there are no side schemes. If there are no side schemes, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded and reveal that side scheme. So...
Is that good? Was that a good card since there's no side scheme?
Well, a side scheme might be better than 4 threat. It's hard to say. We have to wait until we get a... We have to keep discarding until we get to a side scheme.
Well, that's good, because we just keep discarding its cards.
Well, it doesn't matter when it he gets the reshuffle as soon as it's gone. So this is the side scheme. Illegal Arms Factory. When revealed, place an additional threat there. It starts with 3, so it's going to be 4 threat. And, okay, so we want to get rid of this fast. And the reason is because every time, you know how he draws a card for each of us?
Mm-hmm.
He gets to draw 2. He draws an extra card. So it's twice as hard.
Okay, well.
All right. Not yet. He's still got to draw. Let's see. He's got to draw. That was the card he drew for you. He's got to draw a card for me.
2 for you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He does draw 2. So, attached to Klaw, he gets a weapon. And I'm going to draw this one. Inner Demons, give the Bruce Banner. Change form, flip your identity. If you're the Hulk, exhaust... Oh, wait. If you're a Bruce Banner, discard 2 cards from your hand. And discard this obligation.
I think if you were Bruce Banner, then
so
when you
change your form, flip your identity, then if you're a Bruce Banner, which I am, I discard 2 cards from my hand, and I got to figure out what I'm going to discard here. Well, that one's awfully good. Oh shoot, it's tough. I will do those 2, I suppose. And I was going to have to turn to Bruce Banner anyway, so we discard this obligation. So that goes there. Well, sometimes it's worse. I didn't have to add my bad guys to the deck. Sometimes that's actually worse. So having to discard my obligation was kind of.
Who's your main who's your enemy?
Abomination.
Oh yeah. Is that him?
That's him. He schemes for 2, he attacks for 3, and he's got 6 hit points.
Abomination, he's a lot stronger and stuff because he was Captain America and then got Hulk's blood, right? Why does he have fins?
I don't think Abomination was Captain America.
No, he wasn't Captain America. He had he was extra strong like Captain America.
Like Strike, because he got kind of the gamma injection the same way Hulk did.
And then, he got the Captain America injection thing, and then he got Hulk injection, so he's extra strong.
Oh, where did you hear that? I never saw that.
Incredible Hulk in the movie.
I didn't know he got the Captain America stuff. I thought
he
just got the gamma rays, the gamma stuff.
No, he didn't just get it because he had the same powers as Captain America did.
Oh.
And then,
yeah, he kind of got something like that.
And then.
But he wasn't as strong as Captain America.
He was almost as strong.
Because he got nailed pretty good by Hulk before he got the stuff that made him Abomination. Actually, Abomination was...
Hulk kicked him.
It wasn't. It was a different guy.
He kicked him. And you'll see...
No, Abomination was only in Hulk. Wait, is that right?
In Incredible Hulk, yeah, I think so. That's the only time I've ever seen him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's keep playing. So, he did his turn. He's got this armor now. Now, what's this armor going to do? After Klaw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. So every time we get attacked and take damage by Klaw, we're going to be stunned. Fabulous. Oh, we forgot to put that on there last time. Not on there. On there. Alright. So, man, we got our work cut out for us now. I'm first player. I only have 2 cards. I can generate a resource with that, and this is that. But I have to be in hero form for that, which is not helpful. But I can exhaust him and recover 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can recover 8. So that'll put me up to 17. I'll take it. That's probably worthwhile. And I get to keep my hand this time because I'm Bruce Banner and not Hulk. I don't have to discard anything, so that'll be fine. I'll keep that there. And your go.
Okay. Wait. Can I
You'd have to use your cloak to untap him.
do something to get rid of Scheme. Or should heal?
Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. We gotta get rid of those, man. That's rough.
Let's see. Is there anything that I could get rid of his store besides tapping Dr. Strange, exhausting Dr. Strange?
I don't know. I mean, you have cards that can do it. This one, confuse the villain and remove 4 threat from a scheme. Place this card in the invocation deck discard. So that's
even better than doing.
So you have to discard. You could use this for the resource too, if you wanted. Yeah. And then you discard that. Remove 4 threat from this scheme.
Damn.
Gets rid of that. Nice. Whoops, I turned it all over.
This card's right.
Yeah, that goes there. And it confuses the villain. So the next time he tries to scheme, not counting that, he always gets that one. But next time he tries to scheme, he will.
He's confused.
He just loses confused. He doesn't get the scheme.
So confused is a little like tough.
It's kind of like stunned. So like stunned when he's gonna attack, instead he just uses stunned.
That's like almost the exact same thing.
And confused is, instead of scheming, he uses confused. Well, tough is like if he's going to take damage. So the stunned and the confused are if he's about to do something to us, then he loses that first, typically. So are you going to play any other cards?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, we've got 2 weapons here we could stand to get rid of. And
ooh, weapons?
yeah, because anytime we do any damage to him, he's going to get tough status.
He will?
Every time.
Okay.
We got to spend two aggression resources and then exhaust your hero, but your hero's exhausted, so you can't do that one.
Wait. I have a card and it has a star.
What?
This card has a star. So that means it's anything.
Hold on, let me make sure Mom's not calling. My phone's not ringing.
Mom's computer.
That's her computer. Okay.
Yeah, somebody's calling her.
All right. What was your question?
It's a star, so that means it can be a aggression because it's a star.
It could be used.
And then I have a second one. They don't do anything; they're just for resources.
That's 4.
If I play it for a green card, then it's double.
It counts as 2 of whatever
only
you
for
need.
a green card.
Yeah, only for a green card. But still,
those are
pretty good.
These 2 are really good because I can heal 2 and do 2 damage.
So are you going to use both of those? To use both of those? Heal all the way up to 10 and do 4 damage to him?
I'm not using both of these.
Oh.
Why would I use both of these? That's 2. You only need
this.
2.
If you use this for a green card, it counts as 2.
I know.
Each one.
Oh.
I don't understand what your.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand what your goal is.
I was gonna use it to get rid of.
Oh, I see. I see. You know what I'd probably do is I would use this and that instead of.
This and what?
Honestly, I'd probably use these 2 instead of these.
Really?
I would not use.
They
I
allow
would,
me to
because those are good resources for you, but I don't think you don't usually need 2 of those. One you want to use. I wouldn't use both of them. I'd use like those 2. That's what I use. So discard those, and that'll get rid of this piece of armor. And are you gonna play anything else? Like, now's a good time to use one of those cards.
Yeah.
Like to use one of these to play that, and it's a great time.
Okay.
Because you just got rid of the vibranium, that puts you back up to 9. It will do 2 damage to him, and he no longer has vibranium armor, so you're good. And now the question is, do you want to stay as Stephen Strange?
Why would it matter?
Well, he's going to attack you.
But unless I flip it over?
If you flip him over, he would scheme instead. And right now, if he attacks and damages a character, he stuns that character too.
Ooh, okay, I don't want this.
So.
And I can thwart him, so.
That's your deck. And discard 4. So you can, now that you're in alter ego form, you could search the deck and discard pile for one of those, plus your hand size will be 7.
I would probably do discard pile because the deck did not have very good cards. So I'm going to try to find something that I can scheme.
Gotta be a Doctor Strange card.
Oh, yeah. That scheme? No, wait.
That's a pretty good one.
Oh.
5 damage, you draw a card, and you can do other things depending on what the next card drawn is.
Okay, I'll consider that one. Doctor Strange card. Oh, man, that's not that one's pretty good. Thwart 1. Your hero gets a thwart, an attack, and a defense. Oh, do I play that like I do?
It's like a permanent upgrade.
Oh, that's really good.
That is a pretty good one.
It's
a good upgrade.
I'm gonna do that. Because then I'll have 3 thwart, 2 attack.
You have 3 cards, so draw 4 more cards to get up to.
Oh yeah.
7, and then on his turn, he's gonna do that. I'm first player, so he is going to. Oh, I gotta untap your stuff. And I gotta draw up to 5. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll have to seriously consider that. Alright, and he's gonna scheme against me. So he normally schemes 2. Gain surge, so.
What's surge?
Oh. So he's going to scheme 1. Surge is like basically draw a different card because that one's not doing anything. Yeah. So he schemes 3 total. That puts him at 6. And then he's going to scheme on you. So he gained 2. So he's going to scheme a total of 5.
Oh, no.
No. No, he's going to scheme 2 plus 2 is 4. So
6. He's gonna gain 2 4. He's at 10.
He's at 10.
Oh.
So
no.
we're gonna have to do some thwarting.
I'm gonna thwart
some
him.
serious thwarting.
Yeah,
so now he's gonna draw a card for me. When revealed, either spend those resources or exhaust each character you control. I could do that. What if I exhaust my character? I'm going to exhaust my character. I think that's going to be the better option. So, that's mine, and then yours. When revealed, alter ego, this card gains surge. When revealed, the villain schemes. Oh, gosh.
How much?
2.
We lost.
We lost.
No.
You schemed. You got to scheme.
Hey,
man.
Hey, we got him down to 1 damage.
Yeah, on his first side. We didn't get to the second side. Wow. That was pretty tough. What did you think? What did you think of playing?
Well, it felt easy, but the scheme was pretty tough.
We probably made a mistake of having both of our... I was thinking the stun thing would be pretty bad, and it'd be better to be Stephen Strange, but maybe it's better for us not to both be in our alter ego form in one turn, because man, he schemes so fast.
Yeah, I like playing with Doctor Strange. I've never played with him, so that was really fun.
And you had a lot of upgrades, and you were about to get that other one. You were about to get some serious upgrades on him. So it was one of those things where if he hadn't drawn the card that gave him, if he hadn't drawn a card that allowed him to scheme, like if he had drawn something else, then by next turn, your character would have been almost getting that point where it's so powerful, you start like really doing lots of... Yeah. You would have probably been able to thwart him down pretty far. I don't thwart very much as Hulk.
This is what I would have done. I would have flipped him over, thwarted 2. Mm-hmm. First I was gonna flip him over. Then I was gonna discard probably this card.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna discard that, and then get oh wait, I would have had to discard
2 resources.
Yeah. No wait, I would have discarded that to play this.
Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah, that would have upgrade though.
And then he would have had 2 attack, 3 thwart
Okay.
and 2 defense.
So then you would have thwarted at least
Yes,
3.
I would have thwarted, then did that.
Untapped him.
Thwart again, so I would have thwarted him 6.
Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This card was a lot better than I thought it was.
So what did you think of this game after playing like a whole actual game of it?
A lot better with Doctor Strange.
You like it better with Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
What have you played with before besides Doctor Strange?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. So you like Doctor Strange better than Captain Marvel?
I probably like him the best.
Okay.
But, of course, I've only played this one other time.
Cool. Well, good deal. Well, I thought we might lose because I knew it was pretty tough. I'll be honest, when I won, barely. And twice, if he had done just what he did there were twice in the game that I played. If that had happened, I would have lost. And so I got lucky. He just didn't draw one on me. And so, man, it's really tough to get him. Oh, you know what? We forgot that he had a confused card. So he would have schemed one less time than we thought.
Oh, no!
So we still had a chance. But, all right. Let's say we tied the bad guy.
Yeah.
Let's call it a tie. We'll say we tied. We didn't actually lose because we forgot a whole confused. But, another thing that we didn't do that the enemy did is the first several turns, I forgot he was supposed to draw 2 cards when he attacked us. And I wasn't drawing them. So we might have been worse off than we thought had we not cheated in that way. All right. Well, if you're watching Unraveled Gaming, hopefully you enjoyed this brief playthrough with Doctor Strange and the Hulk. And until next time.